start in any position that feels comfortable for you today. It might be lying down on your back, or it might be position where you are seated. Yeah, so finding your place to start. If you are lying down on the floor, you can allow the body to be fully supported by the ground underneath you. And if you are staying in the seated position, try to find this position with your back extended, relaxing everything on both sides of your spine. And in whichever position you are, allow your eyes to gently close. And take those few deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting go of any effort that was needed to arrive to this class today. And with each exhalation, you can allow all those areas of tension to relax just a little bit more. Relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders, and softening any other areas that might feel a little bit tight, a little bit tense today. And slowly checking in with your body. How is your body today? What your body wants to communicate to you. And if there is any area that feels a little bit uneasy today, with each out breath, ask that part of your body to soften just a little bit more. And then slowly bringing your attention to the space of the mind and checking how is your mind today. And again, if there is anything that feels a little bit heavy, with each out breath, ask that part of yourself to soften and let it go. With each in-breath, inviting that sense of lightness and spaciousness into the mind. And with each exhalation, letting go of any heaviness. Creating a little bit more space in your mind to hold your experiences. And then slowly you can bring one hand to your abdomen and the other hand to the center of your chest, dropping your mind to the heart and taking those few deep breaths into the chest. And pausing here in this space, maybe setting intention for your practice today. Anything you wish this practice to support you with. Good, and then taking another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good, and another one just like that. Very good. And then if you are in the seated position, you can lie down on your back. We will start with few movements on the floor for our body. So we will start first by stretching our body. You can extend your legs, you can extend your arms, taking your arms all the way to the back, stretching from the heels of your feet to your fingertips. Again, creating a little bit more room, a little bit more space in your body through the movement. Take another deep breath in. And then slowly on the exhalation, bring your arms back to the sides of your body. Bend both legs and place your feet on the floor. Your feet hip width apart, your heels close to your buttocks. And we will start with the bridge pose, keeping your arms close to the sides of the body, palms facing down. Press your feet against the floor, and on the next in-breath, lift your hips, your lower back, your middle spine off the floor, any amount. And then on the exhalation, slowly lower your back all the way down to the ground. Good. And do it a few times together with your breath. Inhaling, pressing your feet against the floor, lifting your hips up, and exhaling, lowering vertebra by vertebra all the way down to the floor. Keep your gaze looking upwards. Keep your head facing the ceiling and continue together with the rhythm of your own breath. Good. If you want, you can add the arms to the movement here. So with each in-breath, lifting the hips and lifting the arms, taking your arms to the back. And on the exhalation, lowering your hips and your arms back to the sides of your body. Finding your own rhythm, your own pace. Good. And the last cycle of breath and movement. Good. And when your hips and your arms arrive down to the floor, you can allow your back to rest. And then we will lift our arms up, pointing your fingers toward the ceiling. And then bend your elbows and connect your hands with your elbows. And from here, you will slowly start to move the arms, moving your arms to the side, bringing your upper arm to the floor. Inhale, come back to the center, and exhale, move your arms to the other side. Good. So keeping your hands connected with the elbows and moving your arms to the right and to the left. Finding comfortable range of motion for your shoulders. Good. And then when you will come back with your arms back to the center, you can start to draw a circle with your arms. So taking your arms to the side, over the head, to the other side, and toward your abdomen. So again, the same rule, finding comfortable range of motion for your shoulders. Good, and enjoy this movement, releasing any accumulated tension, any tightness from this space. Good, soften your face and slowly change the direction of the rotation. Very good. And finishing the movement that you are on, releasing your hands from your elbows, you can stretch your arms up again, close the palms of your hands, and do a few circles with your wrists in the air. Relaxing the space, loosening your wrists. Good. And slowly changing the direction of the rotation. Very good. And finishing the movement that you are on, you can open the palms of your hands. And from here, we will lift our right leg up. So you can extend your right foot all the way up toward the ceiling and then bend your knee and hug your right leg toward your chest, extending your left leg on the floor. Good. So bringing your right thigh a little bit closer toward your upper body. Relax your shoulders, relax your face. Good. And we will slowly start to rock this right leg, loosening the hip a little bit more. You can move your leg and you can take your right leg to the right hand, moving it to the side, and then you can bring your right leg to your left hand, moving your right leg to the left. Yeah, so switching from one side to the other side, moving slowly, finding this comfortable range of motion for your own hips. Good. And then after a few of those movements, again, bringing your leg back to the center. You can extend your right leg all the way up, taking hold maybe of the back of your thigh with your hands, trying to keep your leg extended. And we will draw a few circles with our toes in the air, loosening your ankle. Good. And then slowly changing the direction of the rotation. Very good. And finishing the movement that you are on, pointing your toes toward your face and then extending your arms all the way up. You can point your fingers toward the ceiling and on the exhalation, lower your leg and lower your arms to the back, extending again from the heels of your feet to your fingertips. Taking deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. And then we will come back with our arms back to the sides of the body, bending both knees. And we will extend our left leg up. Good. So again, the same here. You can extend your leg and then bend your knee, hugging your left leg toward your upper body and extending your right leg on the floor, pointing the toes of both feet toward the ceiling, relaxing your shoulders and hugging your leg as close toward the upper body as it's comfortable, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face. Good. And again, from here, we will start to rock our left leg to the right and to the left. You can move your leg in between your hands, placing your leg on your right hand, moving it to the right, and then placing your leg on the left hand, moving it to the left. Good. So rocking your leg from side to side. Good. And again, after a few of those movements, we will bring the leg back to the center. You can extend your left leg up toward the ceiling, taking hold of the back of your left thigh. And you can slowly start to draw those few circles with your foot in the air. So the leg is not moving, just the foot, loosening the ankle joint. Good. And then slowly changing the direction of the rotation. Very good. And again, finishing the movement that you are on, keeping your left leg extended, extending through the arms, pointing your fingers toward the ceiling, and on the out breath, lowering your leg and your arms to the floor and stretching one last time through the heels, through the fingertips. Another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And slowly returning with your arms back to the sides of the body, bending both knees. You can lift your feet off the floor, taking hold of the back of your legs, lifting your head up, bringing your forehead toward the knees, and you can start to rock your body forward and back. It should feel good for the back, massaging our spine, distributing energy all over the body. Good. And after a few of those rocking movements, finding the momentum and lifting yourself up to seated position again. Very good. And once you are seated, we can sit with our legs crossed. You can place something underneath your hips, maybe a bolster, maybe a blanket or pillow, lifting your hips a little bit higher up. Good. And you can choose again, maybe with one shin in front of the other, maybe with your ankles crossed. And once you are seated, we will start to move our arms. So on the inhale, we will reach the arms all the way up. And on the exhale, you can swing your arms down and to the back. Good. So inhaling, lifting the arms up. And exhaling to the back and down, keeping your upper body straight. Good, your arms straight and swinging up and down. Good, and the last one. Good, and finishing the one that you are on, bringing your hands to your shoulders, and we will draw a few circles with our elbows, bringing our elbows to the center, all the way up and to the back and down. Good, again, loosening the shoulders, any tightness, any tension. Relaxing your face. Good. And then slowly changing the direction of the rotation. Very good. And finishing the movement that you are on. And from here, we will lower the arms down and we will cross the arms. Yeah, so you can either place your hands on your thighs. Maybe you can slide your hands toward your knees, connecting your hands with the knees, maybe moving your upper body slightly closer toward the floor. You can round your back a little bit here. Relaxing your back, taking a few deep breaths into the back of your body. Good. And then slowly on the next inhale, and crossing your arms, opening your arms to the sides, and we will cross them the other way around. Again, maybe placing your hands on your thighs, or maybe sliding them all the way down to the knees. And again, rounding your back, relaxing it, relaxing your shoulders. Good. Another deep breath in And then slowly separating your hands from your legs, opening your arms to the sides, and we will start to move our body to the sides from the right to the left. So you can place your right hand onto the floor and then inhale, come back to the center and exhale to the left. Again, finding this comfortable range of motion. Moving just like the water in this wave-like motion. Good. And again, after a few of those swinging movements, we will bring our body back to the center and we will change the cross of our ankles. Good. And we will twist our body to the right. So you can place your left hand on your right knee, taking your right arm to the back. On the inhale, extending through the crown of your head, and on the out breath, pressing your left hand against your right leg, turning your body to the right. Again, maybe choosing some point of focus or closing your eyes and allowing your breath to make those tiny adjustments to your posture. Maybe on each in-breath, extending through the spine a little bit more. And with each out-breath, maybe twisting a little bit more until you find the limit. Relax your shoulders, your neck, your face. Good. And then slowly on the next in-breath, returning with your body back to the center, and we will change the side. So we will bring our right hand onto our left knee, left arm to the back, inhaling, extending through the spine, and exhaling, twisting your body to the left. Good. And again, the same here. On the in-breath, extending through the crown of your head. On the out-breath, maybe twisting a little bit more until you find the limit. Very good. Relax your face. Maybe close your eyes. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Good. And then slowly on the next exhalation, returning with your body back to the center. And from here, we will extend our legs in front, finally, if you haven't already. So we will stay with our feet hip-width apart, and we will do this churning motion. So you can interlock your fingers, keep your arms straight, and you can start to move your body in this circle to the side, toward your feet, to the other side, keeping your legs, your back, and your arms straight. It should feel really good. Good. And then slowly changing the direction of the rotation. Very good. And finishing the movement that you're on, bringing your body back to the center. And from here, we will place our hands on both sides of our right leg. So your left hand will be in between the legs and your right hand on the outer side of your right leg. We will press our fingers, our hands against the floor, and we will lift our right leg up slightly off the floor, and we will draw a few circles with our leg in the air. Very good for our hips. Good. And change the direction. Ooh, and then lowering your foot all the way down, and we will do the same on the other side, placing both hands on both sides of your left leg, lifting your left foot slightly off the floor and drawing those few circles, engaging your belly. Good. And changing the direction. Good. And lowering your foot all the way down to the floor. You can take your hands to the back of your knees, connecting your feet together, allowing your knees to open to the sides. And we will take hold of our ankles with our hands. And we will do those few opening movements and rounding movements for our back. So on the inhale, you can open the chest, lift your chin up, and on the out breath, round your spine, bring your chin toward the chest. And do it a few times again with the flow of your own breath, exhaling, rounding the spine, feeling all those parts in the back of your body, and inhaling, opening the front of your body. Good. Allow your back to move fully. Yes, so not only the head, but the back of your body. Good. And slowly finishing the movement that you are on. And we will allow our back to relax for a moment. Yes, girls, so we will not try to keep our back straight here. We will allow our back to round. You can relax your head, bring your chin toward the chest, and we will pause here for a few breaths. Relaxing your hips, relaxing your face. Whenever we hold poses for longer, we can allow our body to open a little bit more, relaxing all those tight spaces. You can imagine that you can breathe into all those spaces that are opening right now. And without forcing, without pushing, just more allowing, yielding, surrendering to the pose. We so often become so hard on ourselves or others. So just inviting that softness now into the movement, into the posture, into your body. Good. And taking another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, slowly lifting yourself all the way up, bringing your hands to your knees and connecting your legs together. Good. So we will do forward bend here in this position. If you need a strap, you can grab a strap, and we will stretch both legs in front of us, wrapping the belt underneath our feet. Good. So again, the same action for the forward bend, keeping your back straight, your arms straight. On the inhalation, extending through the back, and on the out breath, imagine you want to bring your chest toward the toes, and you will feel this sensation in the back of your legs. Good. And maybe from here, if your arms are bent, you can extend them again, bringing your hands closer to your feet, and breathe into all those spaces that are opening right now. Relaxing your face, your shoulders, your lower back, the back of your legs. And again, just checking if there is any more room for softness here. And if there is, letting go and softening a little bit more. Good. And again, exhaling fully. And on the next in-breath, slowly lifting yourself up. We can take the belt to the side. And we will come on all fours. So if you have a blanket there or something soft, even it can be a cushion or pillow, you can place it in the center of your mat, just underneath your knees. Good. And we will start with this all fours position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath our hips. And from here, we will allow our body to move a little bit to the back. So you can stretch through the arms, stretch through the sides of the body. And then we will bring our body forward any amount, lowering your hips toward the floor, as low as it's comfortable for the back. And you can do those few movements few times, moving backwards and forward. And there is no rush, so take your time. Good. And after the next cycle of movement, you can slowly come back with your body to all fours position again. And from here, we will stay with our hips just above our knees, but we will lower our lower arms on the floor. So we will stay on our elbows. And we will try to open a little bit the space of the shoulders here. So you can come with your elbows on the floor and you can lower your chest a little bit more, closer toward the mat, lifting your lower arms off the floor. Yeah, so we want to create this kind of arch in our upper body. Good. And you can relax your forehead down, maybe pointing your fingers toward the ceiling, maybe bringing your hands a little bit closer to the back of your body, to the upper back. Or if it doesn't feel right, just stretching your arms forward. Good. And pausing here again for another few breaths, relaxing your shoulders and breathing deeper into the chest. Good. And on the next out breath, slowly lifting your head up. And we will bring our lower arms a little bit closer, lifting yourself up to all fours again. Very good. And we will do one more movement for our shoulders from here. So I will turn around to show you. We will stretch our right arm up, opening our chest to the side, lift it as high as it's comfortable. And on the exhalation, we will take this right arm underneath the left arm, lowering your shoulder to the floor. Good. And you can do it a few times, inhaling, lifting your right arm up, opening your chest to the side, And then exhaling, lowering your shoulder and your head to the floor. If it's too low for you, just taking your arm underneath the shoulder is enough. If you can go lower, you can lower the head and the shoulder all the way down. Good. And do it a few times again, finding your own rhythm. Very good. And then slowly finishing the one that you are on. Lowering your right hand back down to the floor. And we will do the very same on the left side. So on the in-breath, lifting your arm up, opening your chest to the side. And on the exhalation, moving your arm underneath the right arm, lowering your head and your shoulder down. Maybe all the way down to the floor. Maybe a little bit above the floor. Keep your face relaxed, always face soft. Very good. And the last one. And slowly lowering your left hand all the way down to the floor. Very good. And from here, coming to our downward facing dog, the first of the day. You can curl the toes under, pressing the heels of your hands against the floor. Lift your knees up and then take your hips all the way to the back, relaxing your head and neck. And you can maybe stay static here or bend one knee and then the other, extending through the back of your legs a little bit more. Very good. And then looking in between your feet, you can start to walk your hands toward your legs, coming to forward bend in the standing position. You can bend your knees a little bit more here, relaxing your upper body, taking hold of your elbows with your hands and maybe swinging a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, allowing your head to hang freely. Relax your face. Good. And then pressing your feet against the ground, you can slowly start lifting yourself all the way up to standing, and your head will come up as the last one. Oh, very good. Relaxing your arms. And from here, if there is a blanket on your mat, you can move it to the side. And we will actually need one prop for the next movement. So guys, I have here block. Yes, this is a yoga block, but other things can be used instead of it. So if you don't have a block or a large book this size, yes, we can use a bolster or we can use a blanket that is folded few times. Just like that, yes, more or less. It can be a pillow as well or two pillows. I will show you what we will do. But something that has a little bit of lift there. And we will place our right foot on it so that our toes and the ball of the foot is on the support, either blanket or bolster or block or book or anything else, you can find it there. And our heel will be on the floor. Yeah, so right heel on the floor, toes, ball of the foot on the support, and this center part of the foot will be in the air. Good. So from here, this is very good for opening the back of the legs a little bit more. Yes, any tightness in the back of our legs, we will target here. And stepping your right foot there, the left leg can be slightly on the back and it might be already enough for our body. But if you want a little bit stronger sensation, if your body needs a little bit more, you can step your left foot a little bit closer toward the right foot, maybe in line. And if this is still not enough, you can maybe step your left foot a little bit further forward, and then you will definitely feel this extension in the back of your right leg. Yeah, so choosing any position for your left foot here. And from there, allowing your hands to rest on your thighs, on your hips. And we will extend through the upper body here a little bit more. And if you feel this is just enough to rest here, you can pause there. Or if you feel there is a little bit more room for movement, you can start hinging from the hips, and you can keep your upper body extended, bringing it a little bit closer toward the floor. And then again, you should feel this extension in the back of your leg a little bit more. And once you find your edge, allow your body to pause there and try to soften around the edges. Good. Relax your face. Another few deep breaths. Enjoying that opening of the body, creating a little bit more space. And maybe sensing your body saying thank you for this movement. Good. And then slowly on the next in-breath, if your upper body was a little bit lower down, you can lift it all the way up, and you can detach your right foot from the support that it was resting on. And we will draw a few circles with our ankles. So you can step your right foot slightly to the back, turning your toes backwards, and you can draw those few circles, relaxing your foot, relaxing your ankle. Good. And then slowly lowering your right foot back down to the floor. And we will do the very same on the left side. Yes, so again, placing your left foot on the support of your choice there, with your heel on the floor. And we will choose the position for our right foot now. Maybe slightly to the back will be just enough. Maybe bringing your foot in line with your left foot, or maybe stepping it a little bit further forward for a little bit stronger sensation. And in whichever position your body rests, placing your hands on your hips, extending through the crown of your head. And again, this might be already enough. There is no need to go further. But if you feel there is a little bit more space and your body feels good, you can allow your chest to move a little bit closer toward the floor, keeping your back still straight. And then once you find that position that feels just right, pausing here, enjoying that stretch, relaxing your body with each out breath just a little bit more. Good, and another deep breath in, and exhaling fully. On the next inhale, slowly lifting yourself all the way up to standing position again, lowering your left foot to the floor. And again, we can step our left foot slightly to the back, and we can draw those few circles with our ankle, pointing your toes to the back, stretching through the front of the foot. Very good. And finishing the one that you are on. And you can move your support that you used off the mat if it was on your mat. And we will step to the back of our mats. And just to relax our legs a little bit here, we will come on our toes, and you can step few steps forward on your toes, keeping your heels lifted. Good. And once you come to the front of your mat, you can turn around and again walk on your toes forward to the front of your mat, sorry, to the back of your mat. Good. And once you are again in the back of your mat, relax your heels down, and we will lift our heels up a few times. On the inhale, lifting up, on the exhale, lowering down. And you can stay with your hands on your hips, or you can add your arms to the movement. On the inhale, lifting your arms up, on the exhale, lowering them down. Good. Another 2. And the last one. Good. And then lowering your arms down. We will step our feet hip width apart from here. And you can interlock your fingers together. We will turn our palms away, extending through the arms, and we will start to draw a circle with our arms. So you can lift your arms all the way up above the head, and you can move your body to the right, and then move your arms to the front, taking your hips to the back, and then to the left, lifting your arms up again. You can bend your knees a little bit. Good. And feel this nice extension in the sides of the body, in the back of your body. Good. Loosening the hips a little bit more. And slowly changing the direction of the rotation. Very good. And finishing the movement that you are on, extending through the arms a little bit more, and then slowly on the exhale, lowering your arms to the sides. And we will separate our feet a little bit wider apart, pointing our toes to the sides and bending our knees in the direction of our toes. Yes? And from here, we will lift the arms up, and again you can interlock your fingers above the head, turn your palms away from you, stretch through the arms and bend your knees here. Good. And we can extend one leg, swinging slightly to one side, and then the other leg swinging to the other side. Yeah? So a little bit of movement. Good. Again, you can do it slowly, no rush. Bending one knee at a time and extending the other leg. Good. And after a few of those movements, again, bringing your body back to the center, lowering your arms down, and we will parallel our feet between each other. Stepping our feet quite wide apart, we'll do our last standing position. You can take hold of your hips with your hands, extend through the spine, and then slowly on the exhale, start bringing your chest down toward the floor. Keeping your back straight, pause at any point that feels, this is just enough. And if your body is close enough to the floor to lower your hands down without rounding your back, you can place your hands all the way down on the floor, maybe walking your hands further forward, stretching through the back of the legs. Good. And you can also, if your hands are not close enough to the floor, you can always use some kind of support like a sofa or chair, placing your hands a little bit higher up. And again, feeling that extension in the back of your body. Pausing here for another few deep breaths. Very good. Taking another deep breath in. And in whichever position your hands are, you can slowly bring them closer toward your legs, placing your hands on your hips and lifting yourself all the way up to standing. And from here, you can either jump your feet or you can heel toe your feet, bringing your feet towards each other. Good. And we will come again a little bit closer toward the floor. So you can step your right foot forward, bending your front knee just above the ankle, taking your hands to your bent leg, and we will bend the back knee as well, lowering ourselves all the way down to the floor, coming all the way down to the mat. Good. And guys, we will do one last movement to release our lower back in the lying down position. So this is called thread the needle. Good. And you can have your props for relaxation close by because we will go to our final pose straight after this movement. Good. And we will start by lowering our backs all the way down to the floor. So keeping both knees bent, we will lift our right leg up and you can place your right ankle on your left thigh. So from here, this might be already enough for our right hip. But if you would like, again, a little bit more sensation there, you can lift your left foot up and you can wrap your hands around your left thigh or around your left shin and left thigh together. So hugging your leg fully. Good. And once you find your edge again here, relax your shoulders, relax your face, and breathe a little bit deeper into this place that is opening right now, your right hip. It's a very good position for creating a little bit more space in your lower back and loosening your hips. Good. And again, taking another deep breath in. You can separate your hands from your left leg if you hold it. And you can extend both legs up for a moment, stretching through the legs, maybe separating your feet, moving your legs slightly to the sides, opening the distance between the legs, and then taking your hands to the sides of the legs and again bringing them towards each other. We will bend our knees, placing our feet on the floor, and we will do the same on the other side. So taking your left ankle on your right thigh. And again, maybe this will be already enough. Or lifting your right foot off the floor and wrapping your hands around your right thigh or around your right shin and right thigh, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face. And again, pausing here for another few deep breaths. Maybe closing your eyes, feeling the sensations in your body, feeling your breath. Good. Let yourself rest here for another big, deep breath. Good. And on the exhalation, slowly coming out from the pose, lowering your feet back down to the floor. Good. And you can rock your legs a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left. Good. And we will find our way into our final relaxation pose. So, girls, for those of you who have the bolsters, again, if you want, you can use them in the same way as we did last week. So you can prop the bolster against maybe a few pillows or some kind of block, something that will elevate it in the back a little bit more. Yes, if you would like to open the chest in your final pose, again, maybe placing something underneath your head. Good. You can do the same even if you don't have bolster, using few pillows, yes, stacked in this way. Good. So finding a few moments, finding your final relaxation pose, allowing your body to rest in any way that feels good for it. Making sure that you are really comfortable. That your body can fully surrender to the support underneath it. That you can completely let go of any holding, any resistance. And again, with each out breath, allowing your body to soften just a little bit more, letting go of any hardness. And bit by bit, letting go of the weight of your body. Letting go of the weight of your legs. And letting go of the weight of your hips. Inviting that feeling of softening into your abdomen and all your internal organs. You can take your next deep in breath into the softening belly. Letting go of the weight of your back and the weight of your chest. Allowing your shoulders to relax completely, dissolving any remaining tension from this space. And allowing your arms to be fully supported by the ground underneath you or by your body. On the next exhalation, let go of any tension from your throat. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Clearing the space with your breath. And then finally letting go of the weight of our heads, allowing all the muscles of your face to soften and relax completely. And in this state, allowing your body to rest fully. Let it be quiet and silent. We did a practice to nourish our body through the movement and relax our mind. And I will now read you something to nourish our hearts. This is a poem by Becca Lee. I am building a house. I am building a house that is more than 4 walls. It will be a palace of love, a chapel of forgiveness, and a temple of respect. It will be a masterpiece of fractured grace and a tribute to humble beginnings. I am building a home within this body. I am building me. So you can rest here for the next few moments, resting in the home of your body, allowing each out breath to bring you a little bit deeper into the state of relaxation. Just rest. Good. And now if your body and yourself need to stay in the final relaxation for a little bit longer, please do so and tune my voice out. But if you feel that it's time to move again, you can slowly allow your breath to deepen a little bit more. Again, imagining that this breath is just like a river of energy, which it is, distributing the energy all over your body, energizing each and every cell, and allowing your breath to flow into movements, moving your fingers, your toes, your wrists, and your ankles. And maybe moving your head gently to the right and to the left. And then maybe introducing a bit of larger movement, maybe stretching yourself and doing anything else that will help to reawaken your body again. You are the expert of your own body. You can choose whatever feels good right now. Good. And after a few bigger and smaller movements, if you decided to come out from your relaxation pose, you can gently roll your body over to one side, pressing your hand and your lower arm against the floor, lifting yourself all the way up to seated position again. Good. And then finding this position for your body where you can sit straight quite effortlessly. Today we can bring our hands to our face, just massaging our face for a moment. You can place your fingers underneath your eyes, pressing those bony parts underneath our eyes and sliding your fingers to the sides, awakening your face. Good. Maybe drawing a few circles on the sides of your eyes. Good. And then placing your hands on your forehead, relaxing the space, taking deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then slowly sliding your hands down to the chest, bowing your head to the heart, taking another deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And on the next inhale, lifting your head up and opening your eyes if they are closed to complete our